Today is a lovely sunny day. The wife's back from her holiday. That means we can get some fancy meat out the freezer and cook it up. Now, when I say fancy meat, I mean ex-dairy sirloin steaks. I've seen a couple of people doing these, and there's a butcher that I've bought from before called Yorkshire Craft Butchery up in Huddersfield in Yorkshire, believe it or not. Follow him on Instagram. He's got a Yorkshire Craft Butchery account, but he's also got another account, his own, called Butcher Gav. I've bought tomahawks from him in the past and they were amazing, and I've reordered them, but these, oh, I couldn't say no. They look amazing through the packaging, so I'm hoping that these are going to look even better once they're open. So they're what? About half a kilo each. Oh, it smells good. Jesus, would you just look at that? The colour is insane. It's almost a dark purple. The fat, because it's ex-dairy beef, the fat is ridiculous. It's like it's melting in my fingers. It renders at body heat temperature, and the oh my god, this is going to be a bit special. Okay, I've just unwrapped the second one, and that's potentially even better. Look at that. I've never seen a colour like that in beef in my life. This is gonna be ridiculous. Bone in as well, so the bones are along here. It's what, inch and a half thick, inch thick maybe. Look at the colour of that butter. Is that coming out on the camera? Because that is, it's like a tub of melted butter. Look, it's just very malleable. Whoa. It's got a new tub of maldon sea salt. Gav does actually send you a little thorn, black thorn salt sachet. Scottish sea flakes, naturally crafted on the west coast by wind, sea and thorns. Blackthornsalt.co.uk. But I'm going to keep that for in the camper van because it's a nice little handy salt sachet. I've got maldon sea salt to go on them now, and then I've got my ye olde faithful Tobby Tums hickory smoked salt for finishing it. So we don't really need to pat the surface dry of this because it's pretty dry anyway, but we'll give it a little go. Little dab of olive oil. If you can hear in the background, the dog's chasing magpies out the garden. Good dollop of maldon sea salt across the surface, or any sea salt obviously. This fat is ridiculous. I'm picking it up and it's just melting, melting in my hands. Okay, side number two, nice covering of sea salt. Does anyone else's dog lie in the sun when it's red hot outside? Clearly not doing himself any favours because he's panting like a train. Idiots. So we're going to be eating these steaks in about an hour. So I've just popped them into the fridge with the salt on. And the idea is, I'm not going to bother doing them on the barbecue. We're going to do them on the pizza oven. If I wanted a reverse sear, I'd want that nice charcoal taste on my steak. But with it just being in for a quick I think it'd be a good opportunity to test out the Roccbox. So cast iron pan in the Roccbox. Sear it either side, bit of butter in there, maybe some thyme and rosemary and things like that. I've got some fries in the freezer. And my mum made me buy this. It's Angus and oink fries with that. She made me some fries with that on one day, and it was, oh, taste sensation. So gonna have some fries with that, rub on. Right, we have now got the pizza oven up to about 400 Celsius. What I'm gonna do, cast iron pan into the oven. I'm gonna get that up to temperature It'll probably take about 3 minutes. But look at this beef. Have a look at that. That is ridiculous. Look at this. Wife's coming in to give her opinion.
Are they both for me?
No. Smell them. They smell. They smell good enough to eat now.
They don't look. I couldn't eat it that raw. Rare.
Now we can only fit one steak in the pan at a time. So while one's resting, I have to cook the other. This pan is smoking. I reckon we might get a bit of a sizzle here. I'm gonna have a quick check. Oh. Now we're aiming to pull at about 52 degrees Celsius. Bit of butter. Oof, ow. A little bit of thyme, a bit of rosemary, and then we'll get it in for a little bit longer. These gloves are struggling with the heat. Jack, no. This is tense. Going to the thermometer at 30 degrees. That's probably a bit over that, but Sarah doesn't mind it. Medium. Time for this little beauty. No. Oof. Let's see what we've got here. Yep, that's done. Let's rest that one. We'll slice into that one in a minute. So we have in fact lost the sunlight on our subject here. Hopefully you'll get the picture. Oh my god, the juice. Juice is running everywhere. Attempt to cut this bone off. Just put that to one side. So it's hard to know which way the grain goes because it's just like all over the place. So let's assume it goes this way. Yeah, there's a little bit of pink in the middle. Sarah will like that one. This smells like nothing I've smelt before. We're obviously not going to eat that fat, are we? So we'll cut that off. It's very tender, as expected. A little dash of Tubby Tom's salt. And that, my friend, is done. Okay, now time to get mine cut. That fat is just ridiculous. The only taste I've had of this so far is licking me fingers, and it just tastes immense. Okay, we'll get that bone and fat out the way for now. See what I mean about the grain? It's just everywhere, but it cuts really nicely that way, so let's assume that's right. The juice coming off this is ridiculous. You might not be able to see in this light, but we've got a nice pink dash of the smoked salt. That, oof, I nearly lost it. It's done. Right, I've only got as far as licking my fingers so far. So, everything I'd hoped for. We got some fries, rubbed in the fries with that rub. Right, moustache, because steak doesn't take long to go cold. Ex-dairy beef, this isn't the last you see of it from me.